eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch is those giant Western on top, lady. Yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
With millions watching worldwide, the ball is away and the Super Bowl has begun. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
His first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Blitz coming here. Jackson finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lamar now from the gun. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to go out of bounds with close to enough for the first. But he is marked short, so it is 4th down and less than a yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Stafford from the gun. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on 3rd down. They'll air it out on third. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Rams going to punt on fourth down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to hit his fullback there. So it'll be second down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. We'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to run for it. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down, here's Lamar. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that's going to be a Baltimore first. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. They go play fake with Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the pistol, Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar off to play fake. This one's to Andrews out right. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Loop. Gonna try this field goal for the Ravens. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Loop knocks it through. And that one's gonna get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Or left side, taken in by Adams.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Ethan Evans on that a punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They'll go to the option on 2nd down. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Through midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Out come the Rams on offense. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
So 1st down from the 41. They put a receiver in motion right. Motion man right is Smith. Play action now for Stafford. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. And that means they're going to face 3rd down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. And they'll throw 3rd and long. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Los Angeles.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Cool's got it again. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Stafford's going to throw once more. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. So we're officially through 1 here in the Super Bowl. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Stafford. And he's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Rams take a second quarter lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams take a 4-point lead.
Rams 7, Ravens 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Man in motion, headed right. From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Gets this one to Andrews. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Stafford from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams have the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So first down from the 41. Straight ahead with Williams. Get some space around midfield. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down throw here for Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Up the gut they go with Williams. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Throws this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
For a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the ball's going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line. No gain.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Pistol snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. He's across midfield in Rams territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Drop this one down for Henry. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be fourth and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Back deep for the Rams. It's Xavier Smith.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. So that brings up fourth and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke. Gonna try this field goal for the Ravens. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Luke knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Second and 6 coming up here. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Shotgun snap to Sanford. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens take possession of the football. Second and long, they didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, here's Lamar.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go, second down. Lamar now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Jared Verse on the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third down, they need 7. To the air on third and long. He's going for it himself. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 6.
13. Rams 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Corum now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Throwing the out route complete. Short pickup to their own 31. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Stafford back to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. Now touching down a couple of yards away from that marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stafford throwing again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Whittington now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now for Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on third. That's completed right side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Here's Stafford. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Now Stafford again. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
To number 17, Devontae Adams. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Now Jackson. Completed to his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes, well, sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
Trying to get it with the option. And they're turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up fourth down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And the fair catch made. The Rams headed out to the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 19-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And this gain almost goes all the way for that 1st down. He gets it up to the 26.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Gonna keep this one and go. And they're gonna down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
All set now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Screen here for Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Going left side, taken in by Adams. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now They'll run here with Blake Corum. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kyle Van Roy on the tackle. A gain of 9 yards. And a Rams first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams have the first down.
Los Angeles.
So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's Rams ball, and they've got to erase this deficit if they want that title. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And brings it in. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams come through to tie it in the 4th. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
All right, time for the kick that he has dreamt of his entire life. And the kick is good, and they've taken the lead in the final quarter of the Super Bowl.
Makes the score Rams 14, Ravens 13.
We need these 3 points. 3 puntos, solo 3 puntos, muchachos. Kick it.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
We get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Jackson, quick pass wide. Escapes the defender. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Back to Flowers they go. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll send him over right. There's one set up for Lamar. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Rams add a man to the secondary. Third down. Here's Lamar. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Whittington now on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On second down, a run with Williams. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
So first down from the 41. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got his man again. It's Adams. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. From the red zone on first. That's caught by Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now we'll see them try the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams jump in front now by 5.
Rams 21, Ravens 16.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. In motion, a tight end left. This is Henry on 2nd. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running once more with Henry. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed 1, but they're going to lose 1 on that play. It's 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Rams and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st down, Los Angeles.
First down from the 42. Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And this one doesn't go far. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Stafford back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Give to Williams from the gun. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On second down, it's Williams again. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. All right, here we go. Second down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And drawn up for him. The Rams are set to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Drawing up the design keeper. 4 years after their last dance with the Lombardi Bronc, the Los Angeles Rams, champions once again. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end, really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle-tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, from my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do